be a bad idea, but we'll do it anyway. Into the tree. So when I use a throw ball, I have certain ways I store it, use it. I always have to have the loop on it at the end, and I also put them all on spools. Well, I didn't have a spool, so I had to make this one out of a stick and two tail light lenses, the yellow one and the red one. But what's nice about this is, I mean, you can store it away pretty quick. And then I took a little handsaw and carved a little slot in one of them, so it actually pinches the line and keeps the loop sitting out for you, so you can get to it real easy the next time when you use it. I'll show you. Okay, so you see that little cut right there? The line just kind of sits up in it. You pinch it down into it, and it stays there. That way when I pull it out, I got the loop in, ready to go. So, line is up in the tree. Got a base anchor here, nothing fancy. Right down here through the loop I just made. Bring it back around. And I'll use this micro pulley. I'll grab this end, bring it around to the sewing eye, and flip it on. You could just use a quickie link if you wanted to. But if you just use a carabiner, you're kind of side loading it a little bit sometimes. You gotta align the gate all right. I like to use the pulley. Okay. So who all we got here? Billy. There's my moderator. What's up, brother? So here's our culvert. This is what we're dealing with. You guys close as I can. Losing my charger off there though. Let's see. Oh my God. So that's right up here, right on. Sorry if you guys did. So, go ahead and put this thing on. What happened? I was having a lot of trouble dealing with this thing just recently, and I realized what was actually up is I had flipped one of these pins, and this keeper down here on this bottom one, if it's not aligned, I'll show you actually when I get to it. So I'm just getting used to the way this thing works. So, that cracks open. It goes in there. Like that. I go back down, pinches off. And we got one more. Here's where this little piece here that you hang on to, if it's turned the wrong way, it's only got this little keeper thing in there one direction. That's what I need, just like that. Huh, that makes total sense. I was having so much trouble with this thing though. But if you don't have this little keeper thing that opens it up, if you have this turned the wrong way, it doesn't catch like it's supposed to and open up. It kind of keeps grabbing. So they're set up. That's pretty straight. Hopefully the wind's not too bad. It's windy out here. Hopefully it's not too bad on you guys. So, I pretty much got everything on me. Oh, sorry. Bad ride though, isn't it? Okay. There. So I hope everybody's been doing well. I apologize for the no live feeds. I'm just burnt out right now, guys. And I wanted to do this for you guys to give you a little bit of content. Lay down. And I needed to do this anyway. This made a huge difference, putting the DMM ring. Because if you look at the way the climbing system aligns on this, without it, the system is actually like sideways, and you got to climb it sideways. So I would turn it actually not this way, I would actually turn it the other way, because I'm like right hand dominant, and I would try to do like this, but it makes a world of difference having this. Now the system is straight with me, and I mean, we should have much better actions, what I'm hoping. Yeah, let's see if this all works. I didn't have much time left before it got dark, so I'm just dealing with what I got. Not all of us have every piece of equipment in here. As much as we would like to pretend, like everybody should, that's not reality. I'll use this for the neck tether. a couple extra carabiners no matter what I'm doing on this side here. Sometimes it'll give me a little extra length on my lanyard, or they're right there for me to get a hold of and store stuff. But saving the boys wrestling. Let's see if this fits. Just barely. Cool. That'll work for a neck tether. Dude, come on, lay down. Now. Now. Come on. Listen. See, I think that's too tight. This is what I'm going to do for the foot ascender, or the knee ascender. I'm going to put a carabiner on here, right there on my saddle. Then I'll go this. What am I doing? I put my damn foot ascender on wrong. It's on the outside of my foot. On the wrong foot. Too big of a hurry. Good thing I wasn't on like the internet live in front of a bunch of people. That'd have been embarrassing. Okay. Now with this knee ascender, I'm just gonna here first. Actually no. The extending's too far. Clip in, and then when I step, it should give some bounce, I think. Yeah, it's a full stride. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna try one, and then depending on, I'm sorry about the wind, depending on how good that goes. A lot like Vegas, what's going on, depending on how this goes, on the way down is what I'm really testing. I'll show you where we'll adjust it out. I haven't actually, I don't know if I climbed on this rope or not, but this will be the rope I probably use from now on. It's my sewn eye on the Poison Moon is starting to mess up. Looks like it's almost been cut. Okay. I'm just hoping I'm still try that one more time and kind of see what I feel like. It feels like it may be a little too grabby. Like you have to take some of that friction out. So let me see one more time. Tell you what, I thought I'd do a short video for you guys and it would get better views because it's shorter content. That last video didn't do shit for views. Trash. Really make a guy want to keep making videos. Okay, here we go again. Okay. Actually, that's kind of nice because it really bites at first, and that first movement is what gets you going. Huh. I'm gonna adjust it and see. Okay, so the adjuster. That's really weird. Let's take it off real quick. Okay. So, how does that move? You have to break probably both. Okay, I see. Yeah, you gotta break them with both sides first. That makes sense. Okay. So I think it was on 2. So I'm gonna drop it to, let's say 3. The little groove there to line up. Okay. 3. Okay, so I like the way it runs. Everything seemed good. The only issue I'm really having is that initial start of getting the device to move. So it's holding really nice, and that's one thing that since I'm low right now, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna kind of bounce on this to make sure it's still gonna hold me as good as it was. That way I don't get 20 foot up and then drop my weight into this and it just starts like slipping. But come on, stop. Dude loves chasing cars. Hey, come on, knock it off. Hey, I'm trying to talk. Go. Knock it off. Okay. Let's see if it holds with me just swinging on it, dropping my weight onto it. Yeah, it's still holding really nice. So you can kind of see how much it takes to. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can feel it already. And that initial start of it, it took so much to get it to go, and then if I let out on it, it would go boom to a complete stop, just hammer me. So let me try this. I'm going to take it up again. Maybe not quite as high up. It's not necessary, but probably do want to go all the way up, and then I want to try the action again. See how that works. That may have been our adjustment right there. Feeling perfect when it was down here, so let's see how it feels up in the air. Oh shit. It's getting pinched up. Okay, let's back some way down. Nice. That's perfect. Here, I'll show you low. I'll try to stay in the camera. Ooh. What the hell was that braking noise? I'm not on the biggest limb up there. Where am I still in the camera? Right about there. Okay, so the old action, I'd really have to press right here. Now, not so much. I don't like how it's jumping. I think it's just learning the actual grip to the device. Like, it's got this prong hanging out, so I kind of run that up in my finger there, and then grip it like that. That seems to be the most comfortable way I figured. Is like, if I was doing it with my left hand, I'd do it like this. So I tried doing the thumb and holding it like that. That doesn't feel right. I don't get this snappy, quick of action. It does kind of work. It feels just less controlled though when I use my thumb, but at least the action's a little better, and that's what I was actually going for with this thing. And it's nice to at least rope walk with it and get that out of my brain that it is good for rope walking. I have the setup to do it. I was pretty for sure that I did. Wasn't really all that concerned with it, but I knew there was a chance maybe something wouldn't line up or fit right like it does with the zigzag wrench. But yeah, that's it. I'll answer a few questions, and then yeah. What rope is that? It is no, it is All Gear Cherry Bomb, maybe Cherry Bomb 2, I think. I think it's like a 11.5, 11.7, something like that. Actually one of my favorite ropes I've ever used. I'm just not the biggest fan of the way All Gear has been. And I feel like I kind of supported the hell out of them for the longest time, and the love was not reciprocated, so I kind of got away from it. I love that Poison Moon rope from Gap. That's probably my favorite rope, but something happened with the sewn eye, and it looks like it got plucked or something, and it's got this big fray right on the sewn eye, so it's kind of scazzed me out. I don't want to take a chance and anything happening with it, so I guess it's safe to use like for base anchoring and stuff, but using it going up in the tree anymore just doesn't feel the best, especially if you're going SRT, not so bad. DRT, when things are moving, not the biggest fan. So working on part 2 for you guys on the rotten tree rally. At one point I let Jake try to fall a tree and everything goes wrong. So no good deed goes unpunished in my world. It is what it is. Not like the guy meant to do anything like that or do anything bad on purpose, but problem is he just got a little gung-ho when he's running the chainsaw. Never even looked back up. So. What's happened to Tree Talk Tuesday? I may bring it back, but I have to think of a different format, man. I'm burnt. Like, I'm just burnt out. I'm burnt out on YouTube in general. Like, I don't know, man. I don't want to tell no sob story or nothing. It's just the way it is. I mean, life isn't always fair. Things aren't always fair. It is what it is. I apologize if I'm sure that became a regular part of a lot of y'all's week, like it was mine. And it has nothing to do with any of you guys, and I appreciate you guys for giving me, your time, attention, and, the platform to even manage to do 2 solid years worth of a live feed every single week. That was an accomplishment, one of my bigger accomplishments that I can say on YouTube that I've ever done. So that was really cool, and I appreciate it. But I'm dealing with some stuff right now, and I gotta have a break before I just like erase my channel altogether. And I don't want to do that. I don't know. Been thinking about maybe starting a Patreon or something. I don't know, man. Sometimes you just feel unappreciated. There's only so many times you can have someone, and this isn't even like the real reason, but I mean, there's aggravating stuff, like when you put videos out, and out of the kindness of your heart, you just give all your knowledge away and try to help and teach and get, and you're not doing it to get anything in return, but you think, well, maybe I'll earn some respect and I'll help some people out. And I feel like half of that I managed to accomplish. I feel like I did help some people out, but at the same time, I didn't feel like I got the respect from it. And then I would see my content, and this is not from any of you guys, so do not think I'm talking about any of you guys. I would just see my content redone and repackaged by other people, and maybe that's the mentality and the way that things go these days. Just pretend like you magically come up with this idea, and you're the first one to do it. Maybe your viewers believe it and go with it, but yeah, I think it's to maybe it's the old guy in me to give credit where credit's due, and if you're gonna go and teach a technique, or I always try my best to, if it's something that maybe I've learned from somebody, I try to point people in the direction of the person I learned it from, because they have more knowledge than me, and I don't know, man. I feel like I'm boohooing. I don't want to do this. And hey, that's my worry, Billy. Yeah, you know, you say you guys are still here. I don't want to run any of you guys off, um, and I appreciate the hell out of everything. And that's my concern, is that when I stop doing this and pull back from it, that I lose you guys as far as being there constantly and faithfully, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm trying to figure out something. I'll figure out something. Maybe I go back to doing the more like interview type videos. I would like to do the live feeds where we review YouTube channels live, so you guys can get in on the debates and the conversation on it. So I'm working on maybe doing something like that. We'll see though. I'm still here. Right on, Ground Pounder. Been watching a fire for 3 days. Yeah, Billy, and I appreciate that if you guys can at least try to understand it. I would say 50% of them live feeds for the 2 years straight, like, I was spazzing before I hit record, you know, trying to fumble and get things together and come up with some idea, because I felt like I would be cheating you guys in the middle of it if I didn't have something, you know, planned out or some kind of format to go by. And I just feel like I just put too much pressure on it, and I don't know. I just need to take a break. I need to rethink it, and I think we'll probably go back at it. Maybe we'll switch to the day. I don't know. I don't know. I just I'm I'm just stuck right now, man. But yeah, I'll get it there. We'll get back to doing something eventually, and yeah. So that's it. There's my PSA for the reason I haven't been doing the live feeds, and the rope runner. I'm really loving this thing. Biggest thing that I'm seeing with it is making sure that you don't. I may even drop that one down a little more. I'm trying to see if it's lined up correctly. But you can see there's little notches there. And then this thing has a little notch on it too. And I may drop it down one more, to see if that gives even a little better of the action. But if you have a rope runner, great. Made sure that I checked all the worries and stuff about these, and before I ever used it, he like sent me the links. But check your Rope Runner Pro always to make sure it's still bouncing up. Like this one, it does have a little bit of a stick to it, like it goes slow. But yeah, they're supposed to bounce back up. It's supposed to have action there. That spring's supposed to work. So yep, that's my little bit on the Rope Runner Pro. I'm really liking it. DRT was really cool. I'm sure I'll figure out a couple little tricks with the actual DRT aspect of it, because it does seem a little like strange, because it's like going side by side, the alignment of it. But I'll figure out some little trick that will fix that part of it that I don't like, because like you'll have it set up like this, and then it'll be running next to it, or on that side or that side. So then you're forced to, when you're running it, a lot of times to choose a side that you want to go on. Um, Maybe I'll run it down the back and go straight into the ring with it next time. And actually, that sounds like, now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably the ticket. Because since this is a different design than the wrench has the rope on the outside, the device on the inside. Well, that's the way I always used it. So maybe that's the trick with this, would be to the rope being on the inside here, and then you take your slack. That's right? Or no? Oh my god, like this. So you turn your slack up, yeah. That's the reason it probably wasn't bouncing up right yet. But it has a little thing that tells you up. I think that's gonna help. Now that I just thought about that, I'll clip in. The only issue is this being back there in the way, but I'll clip into the ring next time and see if that helps. But catch up on comments, and I'll probably call it a night, guys. Been watching a fire for 30. I'm still here too. Okay. A lot like Vegas. What's up, man? Yeah, I'm gonna call it quits, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you're having a good, safe week. If you have any questions or need anything, you guys still know how to get a hold of me. So I'll catch you soon. Stay safe, and thanks for hanging out.